Okay, so it's been a little bit since we last played The Longest Journey, but I watched the end of the previous VOD and made some notes. The last thing we did all the puzzles for the storyteller flying people that apparently were at war with the mermaid people. And we got the mermaid people and the flying people to be friends again. We went under the ocean and we met the blue dragon, which was a really, really cool sequence. Basically just stood in front of the dragon's eye, was how huge it was. It gave us the third piece of the balance disc that we're collecting, as well as one of the disc jewels. So we are getting close to the end of that collection sequence. Last left off, the dragon dropped us off somewhere, and I'm talking to an NPC, so we'll see what's going on with that.
Thanks for taking me on board.
Who are you?
Well, I thought you... I mean, didn't the old dragon... Well, I'm April Ryan, from Stark, and I guess you're a dark person.
But who are you?
I'm just a student, not anybody special.
You are special. Who are you?
I'm not. I'm just... I'm the Windbringer. I'm the Water Stiller. I'm April Bondu Mbata of the Banda and the Venar Kangangla.
A lot has happened
I'm
in
a
this
shifter.
game.
I will someday
It
become
does
the
look like
13th Guardian, the
13.
protector of the balance. And I'm April Ryan. This is who I am.
Yes, that is who you are. And you are a wave.
Capital W. Why am I...
Why am I, a wave?
You have a purpose. You play an important part in the cosmos. A wave is someone who propels people and events toward change, towards the future.
And that's what I do?
You are a wave. There are ripples from your passing, and they spread wide and far. Those ripples will never die down. The worlds will be changed by your journey.
You're telling me that everything I do affects the universe?
You cannot escape it. You are a wave.
The ancient dragon, the blue of the Drake kin, told me you had a map for me.
A map of stars, yes. It was made
Star
for
map, that's
you
cool.
in our library and given to me to hold. It is yours now. Keep it well. It is the only one.
Thanks.
I'm looking for
Ring
an
rate,
ancient stone given to you
Organization
by the
13
Sentinel,
guy.
the Fathers.
You came for the stone. Of course we have it with us. Our ship would not have been chosen to meet you were it not for the stone we carry with us.
Everybody's just waiting around for me to show up, so that they can give me stuff. Who knew adventuring was going to be this easy?
It will not always be so easy. Of that I can assure you. But here is our stone. We entrust it to you, as we were instructed to do when the Fathers first entrusted it to us.
Loot.
Can this ship take me back to Marcuria? I mean, would you mind?
I haven't been there in a
We
while.
will bring you to Marcuria henceforth. It will take the night, but we will be there at first light.
That's fine. Thanks a lot.
You are free to rest here, to sleep, while we travel. The flames will keep you warm, but do not move too far away. My brothers are not friendly with outsiders. They do not take kindly to intrusion.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm staying right here.
Good. Sleep.
Fall asleep on this giant eye-looking thing in the background. Kind of looks like the blue dragon eye. No, we were ready. Almost up to the next chapter. Cool. Shadows. Hey, Six Gun, how's it going?
Did you sleep?
Very comfortably, thanks. Where are we?
In the Marcuria harbor.
But there are barely any ships here.
I do not know why. We must leave you here. We have other business. Carry your wave into the future, April.
It was
Whatever
pretty
that
bustling
means,
before.
I'll try. Where did all the ships go? They're gone. This can't be a good sign. I mean, duh. The city looks strangely quiet and deserted. And the sky, those are not ordinary clouds. They look more like smoke. What's going on here?
Uh-oh. It's not good. Let's see. Yes. Actually, I should see what the...
I know
looks
that
like it was... Oh, man. The hell? I thought it was something from Stark at first. It looks like a machine.
That vortex. A shift. Cortez must have found me, and just in the nick of time, too.
It's wildfire season.
God, that was close.
I think we're back in Stark now.
What caused that shift to open just in time? It has to be Cortez. Finally.
Hello? Anybody there?
It's not Cortez.
Who's there?
It's just me.
April. It's good to see you again.
Father Rand? Something like that. Oh, Raul. It's close. Read April's diary as well. See if there's new text. How many weird and mysterious people are there in Arcadia? It seems for every normal person. There are 5 or 6 strange, obtuse, meandering creatures with a tendency to speak really slowly and say things like, "Who are you?" Hello, update your vocabulary already. Some new words, lighten up, wear plaid, whatever. Kind of like the dark people. Scary, yes, and heavily into the goth scene. They gave me exactly what I wanted: the star map and the third piece of the stone disc. Got back to Marcuria, and it was empty, which was scary. It was on fire. Chaos vortex popped up. It's chasing me, and it's gotten bigger. Shift open in the nick of time and paused me in the cathedral. Not that I haven't accomplished almost everything I need to accomplish in Arcadia, save for the 4th piece of the disc. The 2nd jewel. Jess could have at least brought me back for a change of underwear at some point. I think she's still wearing Arcadia clothes, too. I think that's correct. Just reviewing what's in my inventory here. Dark People Stone. Star map.
It's the piece of the stone disc I got from the Dark People. It's obviously a map of constellations, and that cross must be where the gateway to the Guardian's realm is located. Where that is, I have no idea.
Got this jewel from the
It's
Blue
the
Dragon.
Blue Dragon's eye jewel. It's the second half of the piece of the stone disc entrusted to the Elation and the Merum a long time ago.
Relations were the flying storyteller people. Merum were the mermaids.
It's the talisman of the balance.
So bind magic and invisibility
The magical
potion.
essence in this vial is supposedly used for binding magic, whatever that means. It's a vial containing a magical essence that, with luck, will make me invisible.
This is the mole
It's a piece
people
of the
or the
stone disc I
Banda.
got from the Banda people.
She started listing all her titles. I'm like, wow, yeah, April's come really far.
It's a single iron coin.
Being a nobody at the beginning of the game. Monkey, pocket watch, the flute. Which one we're in Arcadia I can use to summon the bird. Gold ring, organic plastic. I've had this in my inventory since like the very beginning of the game. So I have no
It's a
idea what
picture of
it's for.
Charlie, Emma, and me in Florence Park. Marcus took it about a month ago before it got real hot.
Alright, let's talk to Father Raul. What's up, dude?
Father Raul, where is Cortez? I thought he'd be here.
I haven't seen Cortez for a week, and it worries me. He usually stops by once every few days.
When did you last see Cortez?
It must have been, I think it was last Sunday. Exactly 1 week today. He's been gone longer than that before, but this time
What?
This time I have a feeling there's something wrong. I don't like that feeling.
Me neither.
Is there anything you're not telling me, Father Raul?
I don't know what you,
Yes, you do. You're no ordinary priest. You know about Stark and Arcadia, about the balance, and I'm sure you know a lot more about Cortez than you're willing to let on.
How did you...
I heard you and Cortez talking last Sunday, and it scares me.
Yeah,
It pisses me off to think
troublesome.
that you're using me, that you're keeping things from me. I thought for sure that I could trust Cortez, but as it turns out, I can't. I was hoping to confront him with this, but he's not around, and you're part of it too, aren't you?
April, you have to trust me when I tell you.
Sorry, I can't trust anybody anymore. There's so much at stake, and I don't know who to trust, Father. Please, tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, April. I mean, I'm sorry you don't feel like you can trust anyone anymore, and I'm sorry that I don't know more than I do. But I will try to answer your questions honestly
This is savvy
and openly
protagonist
as much as I
on
can.
the whole. I don't think she's ever done something where I'm like, damn it, April, what are you doing? You moron.
Who is Cortez?
What do you mean?
The way people react when I mention his name, the fact that he seems to have been alive for a very long time, and that he knows as much as he does. Who is he?
It's a good question. She
It's
asked the right
funny,
questions,
but I've been
too.
asking that very same question myself many, many times. Who is this man? He's old, yes, and powerful. He has strong magic, but he rarely lets on exactly how strong he is. He prefers to be considered eccentric, crazy even. They are both excellent disguises.
You still haven't answered my question.
You still haven't answered my question about Cortez.
This guy's a good priest.
That's
Dodges.
because I cannot answer. I just don't know. He found me when I first came here. You see, I'm not just a Catholic priest. I'm also a sentinel on Minstrum.
You're a minstrel?
Yes?
Oh,
Do
shit.
you find that strange?
You ran into some
How
Minstrums
can
in
you belong
Arcadia.
to two religions at the same time?
Right.
Belief in the balance and belief in God are not mutually exclusive. The
Enjoying it
Sentinel
so far,
Order was
Angel.
founded on the basis of protecting the balance, not to worship a higher power. As long as our devotion to whatever God we believe in doesn't conflict with our duty to the balance, and vice versa, who is to say we can't work in the best interest of both?
I guess. I just always thought of the Sentinel as its own faith.
It is a faith,
I know, right?
but a
Oh,
faith in something less than God, yet more than magic or the laws of nature. The balance was created by someone, was it not?
presumably.
I don't know.
Nor do I. But I believe. I have faith. That's enough.
I'm gonna probably start muting so I can type in chat just so I'm not talking over voice acting. Do that after this dialogue line here. Is it, though?
What did you mean when you said Cortez found you?
One day, he came to visit me here. He knew who I was, that I was a minstrum, and that I was devoted to restoring the balance as well as to my God. We soon became good friends. He was very worried about the imminent collapse of the balance, yet told me that he was waiting for someone special, someone who might be able to help us.
Me?
Yes. He waited for a long time for you to show up, and when you did, it was hard for him trying to convince you that he wasn't crazy. I guess his disguise was too good. I don't know much more than that. Cortez tells me very little, only that you're the key to the survival of the balance. I can only assume that you're the new guardian?
That's what I've been told. Not by Cortez, of course.
No. I understand your frustration, but I cannot help you any more than I have. If there's anything at all...
Thanks, Father. But you've done enough.
It feels like I've done nothing. But God be with you, and the balance too.
How did you become a Sentinel Minstrum?
The Sentinel are not numerous in Stark. Not yet. Not with the Vanguard, the Church of Voltec, keeping a watchful eye and striking down anyone who dares to proclaim their faith in the balance. But the Sentinel are here, and when they find someone who they believe will be sympathetic to their cause, they approach them. That's what happened to me.
They asked you to join?
No. They told me the truth. I was studying theology at the time, and I found scriptures that challenged conventional wisdoms, made me question the validity of my faith. But once I learned the truth about the balance and the Guardian and the ongoing war with the Vanguard, it became easier to believe in God again, because now things made sense. And so, in the end, I chose to become not only a priest, but a minstrum, and I don't regret my decision.
Have you ever been to Arcadia?
No, I'm not a shifter. I'm stuck here, unfortunately. I don't mind. I've been fortunate enough to read most of the scriptures of the balance, and that in itself is a rare privilege for a Starker like me.
I don't have any more questions right now.
If you do, please ask. I want to help, and that's the truth.
How are things here?
You mean in the cathedral?
No, I mean here in Newport. How have things been going?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Why? Have you been away?
You could say that, yeah.
It's just been hot and humid, and it's getting worse by the day. And apparently crime is on the rise. But what else is new?
Can I ask you some more questions?
Always, April.
I don't have any more questions right now.
If you do, please ask.
Some
I want to help, and that's the
I should
truth.
play with these. No, maybe another time.
I have to run, Father.
I hope to see you again soon, April. Please take care of yourself. And if you see Cortez, tell him to see me. Tell him that I've been worried.
Okay, that seems worrisome. He's worried.
I look like a real sailor. Arr, matey.
Should be able to just get out of here, right? Turn on the fence forward. There we go.
I look like a real sailor.
Exit. Here we go. You see what she says she wants to do in her diary. I don't know where to head next. A lot of options here. Oh, the riddle tells me Cortez has been around for a week. As I overheard the conversation between the two of them. Whoever opened the shift wasn't him. Maybe she opened the shift. Cortez was wrapped inside some machine. Trapped in a machine. I thought it was a nightmare. I need to get home and figure stuff out. Okay, got it. I think I can make that happen. I need to look up a map or something, though. It has been a while. She's in East Venice, I think. Yeah, this seems right.
I really should go home and change into something that doesn't make me look like a medieval restorationist.
She does look pretty silly. Homeless dude. I have to go through the park first. I don't think there's another way to exit through this space. Order house, right? Yeah, this is it. what's going on here?
What's going on here?
April, run! Get out of here!
Why? What's the...
Run, April, now!
I wouldn't listen to her if I were you. Move over there.
Oh shit.
I said move.
Pick up that can.
Emma, who's this man? Tell me what's going on. Who are you? What do you want?
He's just following orders, Miss Ryan. He's just a servant. My servant.
Who's this talking?
I was hoping you would join our little party. You're a very difficult person to find, Miss Ryan. A very difficult person to find.
What are you doing to my friends?
If you cooperate, nothing. Nothing permanent, at any rate. But if you make this any harder than it has to be, I will have your friends shot. All of them.
It's the closest thing approaching a villain for the whole game so far.
I know you. I've seen your face somewhere.
My name is Holloway. Gordon Holloway. I work for Jacob McAllen, who I am certain you have heard of, yes? He runs the Church of Voltec, also known as the Vanguard. He has been insisting on meeting you, Miss Ryan. Of course, we were not sure who you were at first, but we knew we would find you in Venice. You did give us a run for our money, I must admit. Your shift a week ago today made it a lot easier, but then you decided to stay out of town for a while. Smart. Coming back, though, was rather stupid.
What do you want from me?
We want you, and what you carry with you. We have our connections in Arcadia. We know of your journey north. Good job on our friend Mr. Klax, by the way. Good job. Very impressive. Of course, not to mention the fine work you did on that Gribbler creature. She was not very cooperative. She just refused to listen to reason. But she was a twisted old girl, and we respected that. Unfortunately, we lost track of you once you set out to sea. The Tyren are not very comfortable with water, and so there was no chance of sending anyone after you. However, with your good fortune and, shall we say, good breeding, I am certain you brought some valuable items back with you. I would expect no less from a bright and industrious girl such as yourself. So, give me what you have and let us be done with this nasty business. I will let your friends go, and then you and I will go on a little trip.
There's nothing I have that you could possibly want.
Leave that decision to me, Miss Ryan. Just hand it all over, and we can let these fine people return to their pathetic little lives. You have caused them enough pain, yes? But first, we still need to teach you and your friends a lesson.
Oh shit.
Shoot that one.
Emma!
What the hell is going on?
Zach is here. Get out! Let me get in my room.
Get out of my way, Zach!
You serious?
Where are you going, April? Don't you know the game's up?
What game, Zach? They're trying to kill me. They just shot Emma.
Who did?
My
the
God.
agents, the Vanguard.
But they said they weren't really gonna hurt nobody. They were just gonna...
They said? What do you mean? You spoke with them?
No, I mean, they were just gonna arrest you and...
You bastard! You sold me out? You killed Emma? Do you know that? You killed my best friend!
I didn't...
Oh shit. Well, there goes Zach.
Zach, are you... Shit!
I lock the
Open up.
door.
If you don't open, we'll break down the door.
Let me save really quick. I don't know if this game ever has dexterity tests, but just in case.
Let's do it. Take
When
it
fame
down.
and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean line. When fame and my suitcase, empty car.
Okay, I don't think I'm doing anything in here. Can I jump out the window?
Oh God, this is not gonna be fun, but I don't have a choice. Close your
Oof.
eyes, April. Oh shit! Ah!
Return to the shelves. Return to the revenge shelves. Alright, let's maybe not walk out in front there. Yes. Yeah, I have to go that way. Shit.
Oh shit! Somebody's watching the entrance. There's no way I'm getting by without him seeing me. But there's no other way out of here either.
Outfits are creepy.
Not with that agent standing guard. He'll see me.
Can I use my invisibility potion finally? Yes! About time. She didn't hear the splash. Cool.
Who's there? I know somebody's there. I can hear you. Nah, probably just a sewer rat.
Sewer rat? I got my body back. That was a close call, though. If I'd been caught, I don't want to think about what would have happened.
Alright, well, I don't know where to go after that. I guess maybe see if there's something new in the diary. Every time I'm in Stark, that's where I get stuck. Shot Emma, they killed her. Got Zach too. I'm not gonna shed any tears over him. Sold this out because of me. It's not my fault. Got them involved and got Emma killed. I have to go on. Try going to the subway next if this doesn't work. I just haven't been over there in a while. Oh shit.
What's that? The mystery door.
Oh, I
It's
forgot all
open.
about that. Oh, right. What about the framing device of this? Oh, shit! Pretty sure this is the person that was telling the story of the two
I'm
kids.
pretty sure, actually.
Weird.
Not in Venice anymore. Now I know how Alice and Dorothy felt.
That's weird.
Moby Dick, Oliver Twist, The World According to Garp, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, the Holy Bible.
Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance is a very difficult book to read. One of the hardest books I've ever read.
Welcome, April Ryan.
What's up?
I won't ask how you know my name, but who are you?
The Lady Alvane is my name now.
Name now.
And where am I? What's this place?
Alvane.
This is my home. The house of all worlds.
Ooh.
This is Arcadia? It looked like I passed through a shift, but it didn't feel... It felt different. Not like shifting.
It's similar to shifting, except that you did not pass through dreams, and you're not in Arcadia, nor in Stark. This place is between and everywhere. But don't worry. You are safe from your pursuers, for the moment.
Did you bring me here?
You brought yourself here. But yes, I opened a doorway for you.
Why?
Because that's how the story goes, April. You escape. You outrun your pursuers, and your journey continues. It's been written, and we cannot change that now.
Lady Alvane, I appreciate your help, but I'm so tired of hearing about my destiny and about prophecies. I've lost a good friend today, and...
She's not dead.
What? What did you say?
Emma's not dead. She was hurt, but not killed.
Oh, thank God. Are you sure?
I'm quite certain. She is on her way to the hospital as we speak. But the others, Charlie, Fiona, they're angry at you. They blame you for Emma's pain and for not letting them in on the truth.
They should blame me. I brought it all to them. The violence, the chaos. I've hurt so many people since this all started. And yet, at the time, it all seemed justified.
It was. The fate of the many depend on the sacrifice of the few. Your sacrifice most of all. You've made so many, and you'll have to make many more before this is all over.
Will it ever be over?
Eventually. The pain won't go away, though. You'll keep that with you forever.
I don't know if I can go on. It's so hard.
Listen to me, April. You must go on. You must be brave. They all depend on you. And you can do it. You can get through this. Just remember what's important and what's not. Remember who your friends are and trust them. Let them help you.
I already did that, and look where it got them.
So, somebody gets hurt. That doesn't mean you can give up. I want you to go to Marcuria, to see for yourself how those who are not willing to surrender are holding up. You can learn from their courage.
I can't go there. I can't shift. People tell me I have this talent, but it's not true. If I can't use it, what good is it?
But you have used it twice already. April, child, you must learn to believe in yourself and your abilities. Use what you know, what you do best, to focus your magic.
What I do best? You mean painting?
If that's what you do best, then yes. Use that as a focal point. After a while, you won't even need that. But it's a beginning.
What about the other things I have to do? What about the Guardian?
The Vanguard are holding Adrian, the Guardian, captive. But they still don't know where the entrance to the Guardian's realm is located.
Shouldn't I free Adrian immediately?
Go first to Marcuria. The doorway will bring you there. If you go straight back to Stark, the Vanguard will find you.
Thanks, Lady Alvane. I'm not going to ask you how you know everything you just told me, because I'm not sure I want to know.
Good luck on your journey ahead, April. I will keep my fingers crossed for you.
Maybe I'll see you again.
Oh, I'm quite certain of that. Quite certain.
This is pretty interesting. I've seen a couple other stories where, like, you run into the framing device, but I don't think she was the one telling the story at the beginning. It just happened to be in the same room. 2 kids. Oh wow, that was a really short chapter. It was her? Okay. That's actually interesting. What does that remind me
and
of?
from the looks of the place, I'd say they...
Someone's a storyteller and then they meet the characters. I guess Big Lebowski has that. The dude runs into the stranger. Yes. I'm gonna start reading the diary every time I see it. Dang, I think it's helpful. Even just to hear her thoughts. Alvane had invited me to her house. Had been captured and maybe killed. I like the whole thing where she's like, the reason you got in the house is because you're not scripted to die there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I love Sam Elliott. Complete the disc. Oh yeah, let's go find Tobias. I liked him. I don't think I remembered Abnaxus. Them all one last time. Do you remember Brian? Marcuria is completely deserted. It's strange how ghost-like the city feels. Huh. The city hasn't been invaded. Everything looks the same as it did before. The army must be close, though. Nobody dared stay any longer. Alright, well, let's go talk to... I remember where Tobias is. Can you remind me who Abnaxus is? Oh, yeah, that's creepy.
The doors are locked and bolted. I guess the Sentinel have decided to skip town with the rest of the population. No, it's all locked up.
Can't talk to Tobias.
Nice fountain.
Check the stalls really quick.
It's a cups game.
Maybe I can take anything now that everyone's gone.
I wonder if that's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head.
Doesn't look like it. I've only been in an abandoned city once, and it was Boston, actually, when there was a really bad blizzard. We happened to be walking around and exploring it at the time, and there were no cars, no people walking around. It was pretty spooky. Talk to Brian. Hey, Brian's.
No, I can't hold down strong liquor.
Whoops. Sorry.
I figured you'd still be here, Brian.
April bloody Rye. Well, what do you know? It's good to see you, girl. Now get the hell out of Marcuria before the shit hits the fan.
You're not leaving, are you, Mr. Westhouse?
I guess I'm not. I always was an idiot.
You're not an idiot, Mr. Westhouse. Brian, you're just fighting for something you believe in, something you care about.
I don't care a whittle about this bloody town.
I think you do. I think you care a lot, but you hate to admit it.
Yeah, well... I built this house with my own 2 hands, you know. First thing I ever did that I was proud of. Real proud of. I ain't about to leave it to those damn Tyren trolls waltzing in here under the pretense of defending their borders. It's the Vanguard holding their leash, be sure of that.
What are you gonna do when they get here?
I got an old gun locked up in the pantry. Enough bullets to take down at least 24 of those goblins. I'm going down fighting, that's for sure.
You'll be fine, I'm sure of that. Just leave the bottle be until the victory party, okay?
Don't worry about that, girl. That's my last batch of real whiskey. All I got left now is bloody Marcurian wine. And believe me, you don't want to get drunk on that.
I believe you. Just take care of yourself, Brian. Take real good care.
And you, Miss Ryan. I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for you. And if you ever come back this way...
I promise to visit you, of course. Goodbye, Brian.
Okay. Didn't really learn anything new from Brian yet. See what else I can do. So we did Brian. The marketplace is empty. We can try talking to... I had to Google it. Abnaxus is the time people. Learn about the perils of Mercurian wine.
It's a flower bed.
I really like these people. I bet their dialogue is really interesting in a second playthrough.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
Timey-wimey people.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Abnaxus.
The fantasy races in this
Should
game are
I
outstanding.
not have been okay, April Ryan?
I wasn't sure. Everybody else has left town.
I love the way they talk.
Yes, most everyone did. A war is coming.
Shouldn't you be leaving too, then?
I am, after I see you again.
You shouldn't be putting yourself in danger for my sake, Abnaxus.
Then, for the sake of the balance, you will find 3 stones, yes?
I did, yeah. Just missing one now.
Here, this was the stone of the Vanguard entrusted to me. I was to take this to Marcuria, and there hold embassy until the Kanangla will come to take it from me.
You had this the whole time? Why didn't you tell me before?
To have been carrying this on your journey will be too risky, April Ryan. You have it now. 4 stones to make 1. Now my task is done, and the veil is upon me. There is only the present and the past now. Only those 2, not the future. The veil is upon us all, April Ryan. I must leave for my people, to be with them in this time of darkness.
Thank you for your help, Abnaxus. I will miss you.
And I you, April Ryan. May the balance bless you. May the balance bless and protect us all.
Cool. I think these guys are my favorite. I really like that concept. I think he's the only one that I've met of them, but he's talked about his people existing outside of time. Except for this veil, some event where they can't see the future anymore. Sounds like that was him giving me the stone. Oh, right on. Let me scope up this last stone.
It's the piece of the stone disc. Abnaxus gave it to me, and his people have apparently had it for a long, long time.
Got all 4 parts. I wonder if I can mix them yet. Right. Save again, and I'll read her diary. Got the final stone, the last piece of the disc. Abnaxus had it. I'm glad it was him. She told me earlier. Well, he knew with 100% certainty that April would be returning. Let's go find another magical species living in a lake of lava or in some poisonous swamp or something like that. This game is self-aware. 4 stones are supposed to be combined into 1 stone, 1 disc, which will serve as a key into the Guardian's realm. How do I make the disc and where? Tobias told me the disc needs to be kept at the Enclave, so it's a good place to start. The Enclave isn't the same thing as the, Oh, okay. Questions answered. The library, basically.
It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep. The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor.
Shoot, I think I had to do something here to get in, didn't I? Talisman of the Balance, maybe? No. Remember I was in here a long time ago. This is where I talked to the dude that gave me more details about the May room.
Some kind of sandstone.
I want to go back to the city.
It's a circular hollow. The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor.
Honestly, don't remember. Shoot. Oh, maybe I do this. Cool. Can I go in any of the spaces? No, okay, good to know. Probably put the balance in the center.
I think something's gone wrong. It's a circular hollow about 20... It looks like something's blocking the dragon's mouth from opening up completely.
Something blocking its mouth from opening. Not the star map, not the blue jewel, not the talisman, not the binding magic. Use the coin to scrape it off, maybe? No, it's not shiny. Okay, great. Use the monkey? I don't know how that would make sense. Huh. Maybe we have to do something somewhere else first. Hop out of here. Oh right, there's stairs here. Shit. Let's go skip that. Hey, it's Minstrum Yerin. What's up, dude?
You should at least check out the book he got for me before I disturb him again.
Oh wow, it's been a long time. We read this already. We just have to do it all in the same room, I think. Yeah, this is familiar.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Oh, right, that's right. So he goes and he takes out a book and he sets it down, so I must have read it, had him pull it out on accident, and then left the room. So he's been waiting there with the book out for like a week. This is before we got shipwrecked and everything.
So you're still here?
Eh? Oh, it's just you. If you have come to use the library, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. We're all very busy today. Very busy indeed.
Don't worry, I didn't come by to do any reading today.
Good. With the Tyren army approaching, we don't have much time.
Is Vestrum Tobias around?
Oh, goodness. You do not know? I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Tobias, he's dead. Murdered.
No, by whom?
We don't know, but we suspect Vanguard agents, of course. In the chaos of the evacuation, the soldiers had their hands full making sure no one was trampled, and that looters were promptly apprehended. When we visited the temple after everyone had left, there were so many books and valuable artifacts we wanted to bring here for safekeeping. We found Tobias by the mules he loved so dearly. He'd been stabbed in the heart, and from the looks of it, he didn't resist much at all. He probably even knew his assailant.
Why Tobias? He was the kindest, gentlest man I've ever known. Always helpful, always ready to listen. I'll really miss him.
So will all of us. He was a great man, and a great Vestrum, and we will never see another like him. But unfortunately, there were many who disagreed with his views, and the Vanguard, well, they would be happy to see the end of him for good.
Another reason for doing everything we can to stop them. Shouldn't you be leaving the city?
Leaving? No, I'm staying here with my fellow Minstrum. The Enclave is our life and our home, and we're not letting the Vanguard and the Tyren army drive us away. But we will defend ourselves.
With what? Books?
We may look harmless, but don't judge a book by its cover. There are many of us who are skilled at magic. I can throw a pretty mean ball of fire myself. We even have swords and bows, and a few of us are well versed with deadly weaponry. So we won't be easily defeated, trust me.
What's the rusty wheel downstairs for?
The wheel? Oh, yes, the wheel. That's used for draining the water out of the pool.
Good luck.
And to you, the same.
Not the most epic question to end on. Maybe I need to use the water to fix the dragon up top. Not sure what wheel she's talking about. Wait, there it is.
It's a rusty wheel. I look like a real sailor. Arr, matey. It won't budge.
Can't move it. Do you have any items that would make sense for moving a wheel? No. Alright. Well, there must still be something I could do then to, unstuck the dragon mouth. So I'll go look at it again and see what I can come up with.
It looks like something's blocking the dragon's mouth from opening up completely.
I've been in all the maps so far. Maybe I can scrape it off with my cash card. Weirder things have happened in this game. That's not it. Call the bird to help me? Sup? This is promising, the fact that he showed up.
Don't tell me. You need help with something you
Oh,
can't
I didn't
get
appreciate that it's too high up.
Nice to see you, too.
It's hard to tell from
Why
this
so
camera
cynical?
angle.
Because it seems like the only times you call me is when you need me to do something. It's never to say, "Hello, Crow, what have you been up to?" Or, "Hey, just wanted to let you know how much I love you."
Sorry. There's just so much on my mind I forget to treat my friends right.
Friend? I'm your friend. Whatever you need me to do, babe, I'm there.
Get up that shit.
What do you need me to do?
Right. I thought it was
It
bird,
looks
too.
like something's blocking the dragon's mouth from opening up completely. Something's preventing that stone dragon's mouth from opening completely. Could you check it out?
That's it? Easy.
Oh yeah, that's way higher than I thought it was. That's why I didn't think to try that.
When was the last time they cleaned this thing? There's there's pigeon crap all over it. Some of it's so old it's almost petrified.
Great. Peck it off.
Peck it? No. That's disgusting. Nobody told me I was gonna be pecking pigeon crap when I joined up for this adventure.
Crow? Peck it off.
Yeah, I'm on fire!
Oh shit. It's holding back fire? Oh, that's cool. I was wondering, they were all shaped so differently. I'm like, how are these gonna fit together? It's cool. Graphics. Don't drop the thing. Good thing we didn't drain the water. Probably would have shattered. What'd she say? We got rid of the 4 pieces of the disc used to be kept at the Enclave, and with a little help from Crow, I managed to melt the stones with fire into one complete disc. Now all I have to do is retrieve the disc from the pool inside the library, find the second Arcadian Dragon's Eye Jewel, go home. The fact that I have no idea how to go about accomplishing these last 2 tasks doesn't really bother me. Fair enough. Oop, right. I think I got stuck at some point in this game not seeing those stairs anyway. You pumped about this too, Yerin? Pretty important disc.
Excuse me?
Yes?
The focus of like the last 10 hours of gameplay.
Do you know why the drainage wheel is stuck?
Goodness, it is. Why, yes, of course it is. We keep the sluices locked so that the pool is not drained by accident.
Could you unlock it for me?
Certainly.
She doesn't want to go in the pool and get wet.
Because I need to drain the pool.
Goodness me, you do? Very well, I will unlock the sluices.
Sweet. Thanks, dude. See it there. Get the disc. Throw bait. Get disc. Use disc with monkey toy.
It's the complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave.
Cool. You want me to put it back the way it was?
It's a rusty wheel.
It's not gonna let me? Poor Yerin. Alright. Let's roll. Gotta go find this, dragon jewel. Got one of them. Got it from a dragon. Oh shit. It's a lot of dudes. Well, I guess they are kind of monsters, aren't they?
Oh my god, it's an army heading this way, and they've got the road blocked. Where's a shift when you need one? I'm in real trouble here. Come on, shift, shift. I did it last time I was scared out of my mind, and I don't feel any safer now.
You can do it.
It's not working. I'm just gonna have to hide out in the... Oh!
Oh man, another short chapter. Right on. I don't think we're gonna finish the game today still, but in the off chance that we do, I'll just refund whatever's left over in your sublot bank.
I'm like the Incredible Hulk, except my powers only work when I'm scared silly. That's the second time I've opened a shift by instinct alone when I've been in mortal danger. The frustrating thing is, I still don't know how to do it when I'm not scared. Wait, didn't the old lady say I should use what I do best to focus my talents? Is running away really what I do best? Come to think of it,
That's not
why
what
did
she
you just
specifically
dump
mentioned.
me here? I wasn't even thinking about the studio.
Gotta do some art. Do some art. Do art. Okay,
Strange.
that's fair.
It almost
What, is
looks
that
as
still
if
a
my
PC
painting
game?
has changed since the last
Though?
time I was here. The colors are more vivid, more real. It's still got a way to go before it resembles anything, though.
Uh-huh, so she's gonna paint the portal.
I'm way past finger painting. I need a paintbrush and palette.
That's where that was. PC and original Xbox, okay. I thought it was on some Xbox, I thought maybe it was 360. We'll definitely do PC then. Maybe it'll be easier to get to run on stream. I'm still
Strange.
kind of doing some black magic
It
to get
almost
this
looks as
to
if my
come through.
painting has changed since the last time I was here. The colors are more vivid.
Yeah, we saw that last time. Use with canvas. There we go.
The old woman, Lady Alvane, was it? She said something about using my craft to focus my powers, to learn how to open a shift at will. I guess it's worth a try.
Hey, that's the area at the very beginning of the game. After the framing device, at least. Oh shit!
Did it on my own. I did it.
It's the white dragon from the first puzzle.
Mother, what's wrong with you?
Touch me, April.
What's happening to you, Mother?
I am dying, April.
That sucks.
But you can't die. You're the Mother, the White Dragon. You're eternal. Aren't you?
The mother is, April, but I am not. It is time for the new to replace the old, for the seed to grow into a flower, and for the withered and the gray to turn to dust and pass on into the ages.
Help me understand, please.
Take my blue eye, the crystal. You need it.
But I can't.
Take it, quickly.
Thank you. Please don't go.
I am tired. The war with chaos has taken its toll on me. I wish I could have seen my children grow up.
When will the egg hatch?
When I die and turn to dust, be here then to witness the new mother.
I promise.
Be who you are, April. Do not be afraid of that.
Who am I?
My daughter. My own daughter.
Poor dragon. Hey, Ben.
Be who you are. Sister? Sister.
Her being like Dragonborn, I'm still not super clear on what's going on with that. I'm pretty sure she had
I
regular, normal
can do it
parents.
now. I can shift.
Oh, sweet.
It's not easy, but
Just
I
at
can
will?
do it.
Or for story
Heroic as it
purposes.
may be, though, I think I've done all I can do in Arcadia. I have the 2 Arcadian Dragon's Eye Jewels, the disc, and the star map. Now I need to find the Guardian, the 2 missing jewels, and somebody who can help me decipher the star map. And I have to look for those things here, in Stark.
Oh, right, because there's 2 dragons in Stark and 2 dragons in Arcadia. We've done the Arcadia dragons already. That's right. Let's see what the diary says. Hey, Burner, how you doing? White Dragon's dead. She lives on her daughter, the White Dragon Reborn. No, now she was my mother, my real mother. I don't know how to feel anymore. Journey began with an answer. Only now that I know the question. Hitchhiker's Guide. Is she a dragon, though? Question. Got the disc. 2 of the Dragon's Eye jewels, the star map, and Burns Flipper should have my... Oh man, I forgot about him making my fake ID. That was like 10 hours ago or more. It was a long time ago. Get to Grendel Avenue where the Vanguard have their headquarters, and with luck I'll be able to find out what they know about the Guardian if they have him. Find someone to decode the star map for me to find out where the entrance to the Guardian's realm is located. Flipper might be able to help with that. Just need to find the second 2 jewels. Cortez said he knew where to find them, so I'll have to find Cortez. Okay. Let's go to Burns Flipper first then. I think I remember where that is. I believe it involves taking the subway. Yeah, because he was at the docks, that's right. All the way at the very end of this area. Get it, Ben. You can just go straight in the garage, yeah. I love this camera angle. Flipper's watching. And don't walk on the laptop.
They don't look very solid. They don't look very solid.
Yes, yes. Here we go. Hey dude, give me my thing. And also, do you know how to decode a star map?
Sorry I'm late.
This guy's a character.
Whoa! It's the fake ID girl. Hold on.
Bugenhagen. But
you got it?
huge asshole.
Where you been, man? I've been holding on to this for a week now. Yeah, a week.
What's the trouble? I paid up front.
What's the trouble? What's the fucking trouble? The trouble is, baby, this thing's hot. It sizzles, man. They catch me with the shit on my hands, they give me 20 at least.
Like you wouldn't get twice that for any of the stuff you have in here.
Yeah, but that's mine, man. Mine. My problem. This here is yours. Shit, take it. I don't want it anymore. What up?
That's all.
I don't think that's actually all. I'm gonna try showing him the star map since I mentioned that in the diary. E-card, star map. Hey! Nice. I honestly can't think of anyone else in Stark that might know what it is.
Looks old. This old? It looks old. It's gotta be old. What do you do, rip off a museum or something? Because I'm cool with that.
It was a gift. Would you be able to calculate the coordinates of that cross based on the positions of the stars?
Shouldn't be a problem, as long as this thing's accurate. I'll just do some chem trace tests. See when it was made, and then figure out the rotation of the constellations and calculate the... Yeah, sure.
And what's it gonna cost me?
This time? You still got credit from the AG unit you gave me. Works like a fucking charm, I'll tell you, baby. It's hot, I can float like the wind. Tuts! Even with 2 people on at the same time. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know that. So, when can I get the results?
Can't do the chem tests here, but I'll call a friend of mine. Owes me a favor. Come back later. Yeah, later. Much later.
Sure.
And hey, don't wait a week this time.
Got it.
Okay. So now we've got other stuff to do. See if there's a new diary entry to point me in the right direction. Presumably I have to use the fake ID he made for me. I don't remember where exactly that is. Oh, I didn't get a new one. I'll go look for it. Let's go back to the subway, I think. Subway. Well, this is new, isn't it? Metro Circle. No, I have been here, but I wasn't able to do anything last time I visited. I really like the cyberpunk background there. This game exists in a lot of genres, and I dig that. Over here, right? Whoa, this area is new. I do still have weird clothes on. Lucky if no one mentions it. Shuttle. I think this is where we're supposed to go, so I might want to back up and explore first.
I can't believe they wouldn't let me on the shuttle just because my clothes stink and I look like a bum. I mean, considering what I've been through in this outfit, I'm surprised I look as presentable as I do.
She raises a good point. Alright, is there like a clothes store nearby? That's convenient.
The coolest clothes in that store. The coolest and
so
most
my cash
expensive.
card, at least.
I saved for months to buy a pair of socks there once. The coolest pair of socks I ever had. I could definitely do with a change of clothes. And so what if this store's way out of my league?
Is there another
After
store
what
that's...
I've been through, I deserve to splurge a little.
Okay.
I look good, I feel good. Thank God they had a thermal shower in there. I needed a proper disinfection and delousing.
Disinfection and delousing.
Cool.
The clothing
expensive.
store. Tubes. Well, what is she wearing? That guy's got a weed shirt. Oh, I thought I was that girl over there. Oops. Get closer.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Okay, we're not going to comment on our clothes then. Very
fantastic. And you?
Futuristic.
I am just fine, ma'am. Thanks for asking.
Well, isn't that just peachy?
I guess. How may I help you today, ma'am?
How does it feel working for the dark side?
Pardon me, ma'am?
I mean, it's slavery, isn't it?
Certainly not. That's a popular misconception. In fact, our colonists are given the best of care, a job suited to their talents, and a full salary.
You tell yourself that if that makes it easier to sleep at night. That's all, thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Please come back and see us again.
Huh. Guess I have to come back here later.
Fake documents, for show.
Alright. I don't think there's anything else to do here.
It's a list of today's departures to the orbiting stations. Most of these are bound for the Morning Star, an MTI-owned station in geostationary orbit above the city. Today's arrivals. Shuttles are inbound from most of the orbiting stations, but traffic from the Morning Star dominates.
Shouldn't call it the Morning Star. It's that mistranslated thing from Book of Isaiah, I want to say. It's supposed to refer to Venus, like in the sky, but they use it to talk about Lucifer. The Morning Star, a light bringer. Alright, let's go... They might be trying to go for a Lucifer thing. Since this corporation's obviously super evil. Oh man, shit's getting real. We haven't been up on, like, the upper Midgar crust before. It's all been slums and undercities, so this is neat. I think that's actually my first full confirmation that there's space travel in this game. I mean, it makes sense. Fits with the setting, but I don't think that anyone's mentioned it before.
Officer?
Yes, ma'am?
Can you direct me to the MTI building?
Certainly. See that huge, massive, towering building over there?
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Wow, it's a faux Roman palace. How very Las Vegas.
Sup?
Hi there, Jerry.
Gerald, do you have an appointment?
Visiting a friend of mine.
I'm visiting a friend of mine.
Oh, really? Then your name would be in my appointment diary, yes?
I don't know. I don't really have an appointment.
You don't say. And do you really have a friend in the building?
You jerk.
No.
Then I suggest you turn around and walk out of here, miss. This is a private building.
Cool window thing back here. Can I bribe you?
Bribe you?
I'm sorry. What?
Can't say that I'm the
Pay you to let me slip by you unnoticed into the
exterminator.
elevator?
For goodness sake, miss, absolutely not. I am not your common lowlife.
I'm sure even a stand-up guy like you, Jerry, needs some pocket change now and then.
Gerald! And no, I do not. Now I would like you to leave. Immediately.
Oh, I don't leave and just keep asking him questions.
How do I call the elevator?
You do not, miss. I call it.
All right, thanks.
No, you misunderstand. I call it. For people who work in the building, or for those with appointments with the people who work in the building. You are... how shall I put this? Street vermin. A hooligan. Scum.
You were homesick the day they taught diplomacy, weren't you, Jerry?
Gerald, please leave the building.
What floor is Jacob McAllen on?
We do not have a Jacob McAllen working here, miss.
Do you have any McAllens at all? I'm not picky.
I am not about to divulge any private information to a person such as yourself.
Good for you, Jerry.
Gerald, it would be so nice if you left now, miss.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Gerald! And if you do not leave, miss, I will be forced to call the police.
So that exhausted my dialogue. I already used the ID card just to get up
My own
here.
mid and upper-level ID card. A girl's best friend. I never imagined I'd one day be carrying one of these babies. Not unless I married a lawyer, a doctor, or a screen repairman.
Can try binding him. Force me to let me go up. That's not it. I don't know, I'm stuck. None of my other items really make sense. I can use the flute. Let's see if there's anywhere else to go outside. I should look at the stained glass window real quick.
Stunning. In a creepy neo-fascist way.
Hush.
Great.
Scary. I believe that circle with a big X through it is supposed to represent the destruction of the balance. These guys don't kid around.
That's their whole deal. If the cop has any ideas.
Officer?
Yes, ma'am?
Nothing. Sorry to bother you.
The only thing I can do is go back to the station. Let me just try all my items on this guy. I've got a small enough inventory now, I can brute force it. Cash card. I don't know how the picture would work, but... This organic plastic better be like the very final puzzle of the game. Had it for so long. And back in Stark, yeah. I have to get the 2 dragon eyes from here. I need to wait on, the weird guy. Guy looks like Bugenhagen. Names. Kitties. Be good. To fix, or to decode the star map. I already tried the bind magic potion. The talisman wouldn't make sense because he's building's anti-balance. Don't want to give him the jewels. Try showing him my ID card. Huh. Guess I have to do something else before here? There's not a lot of other places for me to explore, though. That makes it easier to check. Maybe it's that tubes area. I'll go scope that again. I didn't mouse over every... I was saying I didn't think I knew that there was off-world activity in this game. They may have mentioned it really early on with colonists and stuff. But now that I'm in the Midgar upper plate area, I'm seeing a bit more of the way the game works. Oh, what's this pizza machine? Didn't see this at all before.
I am sorry, but this Bingo Instant Pizza Maker has been shut down by order of the Newport Department of Biological Warfare.
About time, too.
If you or anyone in your immediate family has enjoyed a delicious Bingo Instant Pizza recently, please report to an area hospital as soon as possible. Have a nice day.
Nice. Is there a pizza there in the garbage bin? They still say enjoyed, right? Even though it's biological
I can literally feel the price of this outfit. Nice. It's a garbage bin.
Pizza. P-I-Z-Z-A.
There's one piece of moldy pizza left inside this pizza box, and it seems to have chemically merged with the cardboard, so I'd better, keep it closed.
She'll refuse to eat it, right?
Ugh, no!
Ha. I guess I can try using the pizza on the guy. I don't know how that will work, but... I had a thing where I was trying to pretend to be an exterminator. Maybe I could pretend to be a pizza delivery person. Although now that I've already talked to the guy, he probably won't believe me. Alright, let's head in there. pizza. Let's see if it works. That was it? Interesting. Too bad I missed it, though.
Got a pizza delivery for Mr. McAllen.
Excellent.
Really? There's been no... Wait a second. Weren't you in here before?
Me? Nah. Been delivering pies to the, to Venice. I ain't been up here before. Nice hood, clean pavements, good air.
I could have sworn... Oh, very well. Give me the pizza and I will see to it that it's delivered to Mr. McAllen as soon as possible.
No can-do, guy. This has got to be delivered now before it gets cold. You know how Mr. McAllen gets when his mozzarella is cold.
I can't very well.
I gotta
leave
go
my
check on the
post,
cats
so...
after this. They're doing something in the kitchen.
All right. Step into the elevator and I will send you to Mr. McAllen's office. But I want you back down here pronto, do you understand?
Be right back. Oh wait, I'll make sure that I actually have a chance to pause first. Okay, I think we're good here.
Meow, 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 meow.
Holy shit, they're industrious. So I had a like a plastic tube that was full of zip ties at the bottom of the pantry, along with a couple other tools. And apparently, at some point, we have some emergency dry cat food for when we're out of town to leave back with them. And some of that must have fallen out of a bag and landed in that bottle of zip ties, because they found the zip ties that I had taken out yesterday to do some work around the house, knocked it off a counter, and then were like trying to dig their paws inside of the tube to pull the little bits of cat food out of it. So anyway, some people's cats. Look at these tanks.
There's nothing here that's my name and my address. Obviously, there's. God, they've been tracking me, watching me.
It's weird. They're just always trying things. Oh shit. I didn't get a chance to investigate everything else. The McAllen? The big bad? Possibly?
You were the last person I'd expect to find here, Shifter. I've spent an obscene amount of money and resources tracking you down. Since before we knew your name, before you even came to Newport. And then you simply walk into my lab, like a mouse into a great big trap, looking for the cheese, I'd imagine. The Guardian. Well,
and of course we brought all of our artifacts right to him.
Here, I'm sorry to say. He's being held elsewhere, awaiting your directions. You do have them, yes. The directions to the Guardian's realm.
Sorry, but I never managed to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
Pity, really. And I thought you'd done so well on your journey across Arcadia. At least you have the disc and the 2 jewels I'm missing in your possession. So good of you to bring them here. I thought I might have to go pick them up myself.
I have friends.
Oh, you do? You do. The very best friends, too. Don't make me laugh, girl. Did you really expect your good buddy Cortez to tell you the truth? Or to come to your rescue like a knight in shining armor? He's been using you. Tobias, Cortez, the bloody kin, all your friends. They've been using you for their own selfish reasons. They're no different from me, Shifter. No different at all.
How have they been using me?
The Sentinel. They say one thing, I say another. It's all subjective, isn't it? Does the fact that I want to reunite the worlds and allow mankind its true destiny sound like an evil deed?
No, but the way you go about it...
The way I go about it? What about the damned Sentinel? They've kept the truth from most people for millennia. They've buried the past and indoctrinated Arcadians into their own outdated faith. No. You have been kept from the truth just as much as everyone, Shifter. You are just a piece in a grand game of chess. You're not even a big piece. You're a pawn. Now, give me the disc and the jewels, the dragon eyes, and then we can wrap this game up. I'm quite certain you know more than you let on about the Guardian's realm as well. I'll have that information too, very soon.
I'm not giving you anything.
I have an army of devoted soldiers in this building, Shifter. I run this city. What are you going to do? Round up a mob of your friends? Forget about shifting as well. There are magical barriers against that in this building.
All right, I give up. Here's the disc and the jewels.
You see, I wasn't lying to you, unlike some of your accomplices. You don't have a choice. You must give me what you have.
Fine. Who the hell cares anyway? I'm exhausted and I give up. Cortez has abandoned me. I've hurt my 2 best friends in the world and maybe you're right. Maybe you're no different from the Sentinel. Maybe they're as bad as you, and maybe you deserve each other. It doesn't matter, you've won. What are you gonna do now?
Let me guess. This is where the heroine coaxes a confession from the villain before the final act of the play commences. Very well. I'm all for a satisfying denouement. What now? I have the Guardian, I have the disc, and the jewels, the key to the tower. And soon, if you play along like a nice little girl, I'll know where the gateway is.
So you don't need me anymore?
Apparently not. I thought I might, so I decided not to kill you. But now that I have the Guardian himself, your role in this game is up. After you tell me what I need to know, of course.
Then what will happen to me?
Nothing. I'll let you go. You can do me no harm, and I'm not a cruel man. Not unusually so, at any rate.
What happened to Cortez?
Cortez. I had Gordon take care of him. He was just interfering too much for his own sake. There are rules, and he broke them. He brought you into... He broke the rules.
What will you do once you open the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
Gordon Alloway will take the Guardian's place in the tower, and he will rule according to my plan. The worlds will be reunited, and the Earth will be one realm, as it was, and as it should be.
So, this is all part of your master plan to rule the Earth?
When you put it like that, I guess, yes. But I'll be a fair and just ruler, my dear.
What's the point? You're like, what, 60? In another 60 years, you'll be dead, and then what? Leave the kingdom to your firstborn?
I'll be around a lot longer than 60 years. A lot longer. You really don't know me, do you? You really don't know anything about me.
Apparently not. How did you get the other 2 jewels?
I've had one of them for ages. The other came into my possession only a week ago, as luck would have it, and now I have the last 2, and the disc.
Why didn't you go look for the jewels and the pieces of the disc yourself?
I would have, but my power over Arcadia has been disturbingly limited until now. The Tyren have proved a valuable addition to my disciples, and with their help, I've dispensed with most of my opposition in Arcadia. But still, locating the stones would have required the cooperation of the Sentinel. Now, I may be a charismatic man, but I doubt they would have told me anything. And those wretched magical races, you think they would have cooperated? No. They were waiting for their savior, their prophecy come true. And you seem to fit the bill. Why not take advantage of that? As for the jewels, the white and the blue of the Drykin were not likely to submit to me, and that was a battle even I'd be well advised to avoid. But time is ticking, Shifter, and the wheel of the balance is turning. Please, enter the elevator to your right. I want to show you something. What do you think?
What is it?
This is the end result of the centuries of work and research the Vanguard have done. A breeding ground for shifters such as yourself. Warrior shifters. So tell me, what do you think?
Does it matter what I think?
No. I'm just trying to be polite. Now, give me the disc and the jewels. And don't try anything this time. I might have to hurt you myself. I will ask this one last time, because I am a patient man. Where is the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
I'll say this one final time because I'm a patient woman.
And I'll say this one final time because I'm a patient woman. Go screw yourself.
It's interesting she won't say it.
All I needed to know.
Boomer,
I'll leave you alone here for a while. When I come back, I'm sure you'll be a lot more cooperative.
Oh, I'm sorry, Johan. I've been in that boat before. I always get the itch to go practice drums when it's like 10 p.m.
Elevator locked. Hoverpad exit closed.
Oh shit.
Hoverpad exit. From McAllen's.
That guy's cool looking. Can I save here? Oh shit, I shouldn't hit the escape button. Maybe make a save just in case, because I haven't saved in a while. What is this thing?
It's a fancy safe.
Can't wait for you to talk. Sorry. Have you used it during the day before, Johan? I had some luck by going to my neighbors and saying, hey, I have this drum set. It's electronic. I can try to keep it down, but can you please ever let me know if you hear anything? Just trying to get ahead of it.
It's still coming after me.
It turns out they can barely hear it where we live right now. Although, granted, we're in a house and not an apartment anymore. It's gnarly looking.
This wasn't such a good idea. Hey, you want to try discussing things over a hot cup of mocha instead of all this killing April business?
God, it's gross looking.
Guess not. Well, help!
Deus Ex Machina! There it is! So I'm going to use my organic plastic here. Knock him over! Knock him over! He's so close to the ledge!
Cortez!
Oh man, Cortez? I still don't trust Cortez. He hasn't been around in a while.
Company, señorita. Better be more careful in the future, no?
Zombie butt.
Where have you been?
What? Were you
Oh,
worried?
you don't want to keep Kaihan up too.
Yes! No, I mean,
That
I
sucks,
was scared
Johan. I'm
you
sorry.
were, you know, dead.
So you care about me. Ave Maria Purísima. What am I going to do now without you telling me to get lost?
Don't joke about this, Cortez. I've been in a lot of situations these past few days where I could have needed your help, but you weren't there.
Perdón.
Hey, thanks, Chaos. Appreciate that, man. Thanks.
Magic.
Appreciate that.
So I thought. You've been picking up
Welcome
a few pointers
home.
in Arcadia.
I'm turning into quite the Girl Scout. It's amazing how resourceful you can be when you're in a bond.
I see. I've noticed.
I see. Does that count as exclamation point I see? How did the Vanguard catch you?
How did the Vanguard capture you?
With a small army, and with the help of a very dangerous man, Gordon Holloway.
I met him. Not the most personable guy in the world, and he could really do with some sun.
Gordon is a creature of pure logic. He was split in two halves when he was a child, one bound to Stark, the other to Arcadia.
Who's the
victim
Arcadia
of terrible
one?
Vanguard experiments, I'm afraid.
Interesting.
The Chaos Vortex, right?
That's him. He's magical and chaotic, half untethered. What some people would call his soul. Gordon would have been Guardian had the Vanguard not destroyed him.
Shit.
I heard the story. Can he still be Guardian?
The Vanguard believes so, but if he did become Guardian, he would twist and corrupt the balance to his own benefit. What the consequences would be, I fear to even think.
Have you told me everything I should know, Cortez?
About?
About this. About everything that's happened to me in the past, say, week.
He totally hasn't.
I've told you all I can tell you.
Great.
Yeah, sure. You know, I overheard a conversation between you and your friend, Father Raul, and then McAllen.
Jacob McAllen? He's here?
He was. He released that mutant freak on me, so that I'd tell him where the gateway to the Guardian's realm is.
Ay, Dios mío. We must get you away from here. He's a very dangerous...
Why, if it isn't a family reunion.
I could smell your hand in this, brother. The Vanguard. Was this the extent of your originality? If you had to meddle in the affairs of mortals, would it not have been prudent to show a little subtlety?
He seized the dragon and bound him for 1,000 years. Free at last, brother?
I didn't picture you walking amongst men in a man's body with a man's name. McAllen. The balance must not have dealt you and yours with the best of hands.
The balance will cease to be, brother. The scales will topple, and the old walls will fall. The age of dragons is imminent, whether you join us or not.
Join you? You symbolize all that I despise. You hate and fear these mortals so much, you bring on chaos to destroy them, but you will only succeed in destroying yourself. Our time will come eventually, but not by your doing.
Are these worlds of mortals so important to you that you forget who you are?
I never forgot who I am. That crime is yours alone, brother.
What's this? There is still time. You are blood of my blood, kin to my kin. You are immortal dragon, and our destinies weigh the scales of the universe.
Where do you get all those cliches, kin to my kin? Doesn't it ever bother you that you sound like a badly written play?
Oh, well. I will not miss your sarcasm, brother. It always felt a little strained. Tabas!
Cortez! Cortez's watch stopped. Oh God, his heart. That's what Brian said Cortez called it. His heart. His heart has stopped. Cortez is dead. I can't believe that. It doesn't make sense because... He's gone. They all die. God damn! I can't. Everybody I love dies. Everybody I love.
Very cool. That was a neat sequence. Alright, let's read that diary. How many more surprises is life going to spring me today? How many more friends will have to die before this is all over? Cortez is gone. Cortez and McAllen with the two dry kin Stark. Now I have all 4 jewels, Raul as soon as I retrieve the disc of the jewels from McAllen's safe. And does a fall like that kill dragons? It shouldn't. But we happen to know that that killed Cortez, or at least we assume it did.
I can't leave without retrieving the disc and the jewels. It's a fancy safe or containment chamber.
That's what that was.
Unlock containment chamber? I think yes.
Nice. So I thought it was bring n-1 out of n of the MacGuffins to the final boss, and he'll steal them from you and do something bad. But it actually ended up being the opposite. I ended up getting his 2 things from him.
It's the complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave.
I did not at all. I expected that Cortez was way more than he seemed, but the game actually outright says that several times. They did do a good job of making, letting you figure out McAllen about 10 minutes before. So I really like that in games. I didn't want to talk about it too much because I still was only like 90% sure, not 100%. It would have been really embarrassing to go, oh man, they did a really good job, let me know he was a dragon there, and he totally isn't a dragon. Like I said, BioWare's...
growing in these tanks, but whatever it is, it's disgusting and alive.
BioWare's always done a really good job of that. In Knights of the Old Republic, Baldur's Gate, and Jade Empire, you start to suspect like the core plot twist right before it's revealed. Well, it's not so much of a twist.
It looks... God, it looks human.
Creepy, creepy.
They're humanoid.
I don't think I have anything else to do.
And what, pray tell, took you so long? Excuse me. I'm talking to you. Stop.
This guy.
Screw you, Jerry.
Called him Jerry one last time. I think who his voice actor is impersonating. I heard that voice before. Like Huckleberry Hound, something like that. Elevator, maybe? I think I have to go back to Flipper, Bugenhagen guy, and get the star map. Maybe he's done by now. Screw you, Cherry. Surprised he didn't mumble Gerald on my way out there. Cherry's the worst. Just like Parks and Rec. Yeah, I agree. The Cyberpunk one. The setting's actually pretty similar to Final Fantasy VII. I mean, it's obviously not the same game, but it's got the sci-fi fantasy mix thing going on. Separate reality, space travel.
Hello? Flipper?
Oh shit, did they get to him?
Oh my god, what happened to you?
They shot me. They took the fucking map.
Who?
Shit.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to, but they promised me I'd walk again.
Who did?
Holloway, the Vanguard. I had a deal with them. Then, when you come
Holloway
back,
is supposed to be the Guardian, but that would be bad.
Information on it. They wanted you.
You sold me out to the Vanguard?
I'm so sorry. They threatened me with they said you can walk again or you can fucking die. Your choice. My choice.
I understand. Just take it easy. Don't move too much. I'm gonna call the cops and then...
No! No, don't. I'm dying. They would just put me in jail. Listen to me. April, the map, I deciphered it. They took it with them, everything. But I made a copy. Over there on the screen.
What am I looking at?
I played with the map you gave me, and though there was information missing,
Why don't you just take it easy for a while? Don't say anything.
They took it. See the flashing cross? That's the destination on the map. Some kind of anomaly, I guess. Nothing about it in any data bank, but right next to it, there's a spaceport.
The Morning Star, of course.
Transfer
Lucifer
terminal
Town.
to the colonies, luxury hotels, casinos. If you need to get to the position on the map, that's the way to do it. Go to the Morning Star. Holloway was bringing something with him up there to the station. I heard them talking about it. Sounded important.
The Guardian? It's
Okay.
gotta be the Guardian.
These guys are bad, the worst. You gotta be careful. I'm fucking telling you.
I'm the only chance we got.
I know. Get him. Get up there to the Morning Star. Go to the Morning Star. Do what you have to do now.
I will.
I'm sorry.
You okay, Flipper? Flipper!
Man, shit is happening.
Damn. Thanks, Flipper.
This game is really good. Would it be cool if it ever got like a remaster? Yeah, it looks really good for 99.
It's a rickety ladder.
Right. Totally had that happen in games before. I'm pretty sure where I need to go, so I'm going to try to fast forward to get there. Need to go to the starport place. Now that I have where I'm supposed to go, Morning Star. This is one of the most narratively polished games I've played. It would be cool if it was like a TV show or something, because I think it could work as a TV show. I want to explore this universe more. Tell Netflix to fund it.
Welcome back, ma'am. How may I help you?
I'd like to register as a colonist.
I'd like to register as a colonist.
Very good, ma'am. You won't regret this decision, I can assure you of that.
I'm sure I will. In fact, I already do.
Yes, well, we'll do our best to find the perfect colony for your tenure after you fill out a simple multiple choice form and...
Why not just call it slavery? I mean, that's what it is, isn't it?
Oh, no, ma'am, certainly not. Our colonists are given the best of care and a full salary to go with their assigned tenure.
You won't regret this.
Whatever, I just need to get on a ship that'll take me through to the Morning Star transfer station.
We do have a ship leaving this evening with colonists bound for Bokamba 8, and that does stop at the Morning Star. But I'd suggest you go through our pamphlets.
Sign me up for...
Cucumber.
What was it? Bokamba 8? That's where I want to go.
All right, ma'am. If you would just hand me your Newport ID card and place your right thumb on that black square, we can get you registered. There. That's it, ma'am. You're registered. Now, if you just take your baggage...
No baggage.
Nothing, ma'am? Well, you will receive everything you need when you get to the colonies, so no problem. Just head up to gate number 1 and wait in our lounge. And I have to remind
Can
you that
do.
if you choose not to board your ship this evening, you will have committed a corporate offense, and you will be subject to imprisonment.
And a nice day to you, too.
I think we might beat it today. I think the max chapter is 13. Double check during an earlier cutscene. So we'll see. Let's read the diary here. I'm in space. In space! Can you believe that? Trip here went pretty smoothly. The colonist outfit looks pretty sweet on me, believe it or not. Got a job to do. I need to get away from these colonists who actually could ship to some far-off planet. I need to rescue the Guardian from wherever it's being kept. Because we have to get out of there into space and open up the wormhole. So we're inside the Guardian's realm. Oh,
Everybody looks tired and lost.
Hey!
What's up?
You can't pass through there, colonist.
If you got more than one suitcase with you, this is where you have to dump it. The bastards probably raid the contents and sell it to the stores after clearing the hall.
It's clever.
It's the ladies' room.
So should I go in the ladies' room?
Locked. It's locked. There are 300 women here, and the ladies' room is locked. Good God!
Yeah, right?
Everybody looks tired and lost.
Exactly.
This is one journey I'd prefer not to embark on.
It's a real future of the TSA. Nothing wrong with the men's room. Oh, okay.
Instant
Spencer.
heat. For that special moment when manly vigor is required. Fast. Ha! Their secret revealed. I feel like I'm spending my entire life pushing trash from one place to another. Weirdest thing, that.
I mean, that's pretty true.
Hey, looky, it's a hole in the wall, cleverly concealed. You gotta hand it to them. They know security.
Alright, that's probably progress. Let me see if there's anything else in here.
I'll go some other time.
Can I do something with the dispenser?
To purchase Instant Heat, the #1 source of manly vigor, please insert a cash or credit chip now.
I've got one, and it's an adventure game, you know.
Thank you for purchasing Instant Heat, the #1 source of manly vigor. Please be advised that excessive use of Instant Heat, the #1 source of manly vigor, can cause involuntary spasms and discharge.
Jesus. Means erection. Propagate.
It's screwed tight. Curse the day I traded away my screwdriver.
That's right, I did trade away my screwdriver. Shit. Do I have something else I can use it on? I use the coin? Ha! Haha! Reasonable question. Thank God it wasn't a Phillips head. There's been some really goofy, obtuse puzzles in this game, so that was a pretty straightforward one for once.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Looks like it leads into a larger ventilation or service duct of sorts.
There's a thing here. This is like a map, basically. So I don't know where I am relative to here.
I'm orange. These tunnels go on for miles and miles. Before I risk getting lost, I should at least know where I'm heading.
So do I choose where to go by clicking on the locations here, maybe? I see. Makes sense.
It's a surveillance camera. It's connected to the station feed via an optical cable.
Take the cable? I can't.
What's going on? Who's there? Hey, hold on, stop right there.
Alright, that worked. He didn't follow me, I don't think. So I take the map somewhere else now? How did I get where I went before? I was just kind of clicking randomly on the map. Oh, there's a tooltip for it. I came from the men's room. Can't get to the red room. Well, I guess I only have one choice. Oh, he was in the guard's room. Okay, I understand.
No time for that now. The guard could be back at any moment. It's a coffee mug. Somebody's playing solitaire. It's a bank of security monitors connected to cameras around the station.
Oh shit.
What the heck are you doing in here? This is a restricted area. You're going back to the pen with the other colonists, Missy.
So it looks like I have a certain amount of time to do something in that room. I guess I could dump all the manly vigor pills into his coffee cup, see if that's what it wants me to do. Probably why it gave me the warning about it causing spasms. And discharge, lovely. Immediately.
What's going on? Who's there?
Nothing to see here.
Hold on, stop right there.
Everything's fine. Bet this is right. I feel like they reduced my inventory further when I got here. Oh, I don't have the organic plastic. It's not going to end up mattering.
What the hell? I'll use all of them, just in case. It's not as if I'm gonna be needing them myself.
Oh man, this guy's about to have a really bad day. Let me go back in. Okay, here we go.
It's one of the station guards. I spiked the guard's coffee with a bit of synthetic leaven.
Drink the coffee. Drink the coffee. Drink it. Drink it. Can I make him drink it? It just poisons everyone. Pretty good at it. Maybe we need to get his attention again. We need to wait in the room for longer too, is also possible. Might also be that I need to let him catch me in this room. It's weird because it did show that I spiked the coffee. She mentions it when she's in the room with him.
What's going on? Who's there? Hey, hold on, stop right there.
I'll let him catch me in the room with him. Like a lot of adventure games, I feel like your freedom to explore gets clamped the further you get, so that there's not too many choices and you don't get lost, basically.
I spiked the guard's coffee with a bit of synthetic leaven. It's a bank of security monitors connected to cameras. The guard's out there looking for me. I'd better leave the way I came. No time for that now. The guard could be back any moment.
What the heck are you doing in here? This is a restricted area. You're going back to the pen with the other colonists, Missy.
Okay. Now let's try going back and checking. Maybe I just have to be patient and wait. Oh, there he goes. Maybe it did help that I got caught.
This doesn't taste right. I feel... Mary, Mother of God. I really feel... God damn. Madame Joy's Pleasure Suites on the promenade had better be open. This constitutes an emergency.
The way he's walking. Great. Alright. I don't think there's anything else in this room, right? Nothing.
I think this is a registry of all the prisoners on the station. Let's see. Yeah. Cell block registry. Cell number 1, Agusty Bryan. Cell 2, Ruth Pawani. Cell 3, Morgan Enger. Cell 4, Hammer Hansen. Cell 5, reference G. Holloway. G. Holloway? Gordon? That's gotta be it. The Guardian's in cell number 5.
Let's go. Which one is cell 5? Cargo bay is another guard. Probably want to let him see me. Try the far corridor. There's cell 5.
He's a guard, obviously.
How do I deal with him, though, is the question.
Hey, you! What are you doing here? Stop!
Maybe I have new things on the map now. Let's try that. Duct exit 1, duct exit 2, men's room. So let's see what else is in this room here.
Somebody's playing solitaire. It's a bank of security monitors connected to cameras around the station.
Oh, there's a coat.
There's something in one of the pockets. It's a short and thin cylinder, a magnetic key, I believe. That might come in handy. It's a magnetic key.
Cool.
It's a bank of security. It's a bank of security.
Thought I'd check, you never know.
The Guardian's in cell number 5.
Okay, maybe I can look at the map here. Rest area, cargo bay guard, cell block guard, order off duty.
Everything is clear, Central. Over.
It's a bank, it's a bank, it's a bank, it's a bank.
Roger that, Central. Taking a break. Out.
Interesting. Okay, so I can remember I can come back here to do that later. Got it. The big 5 camera angle, make sure you can only see the relevant door. I use the magnetic key. Somewhere. There we go. There we go.
Hello. You are a hard man to find.
You speak Navin. Are you from Arcadia?
Not quite.
No,
I speak the Altar.
But I have had a lot of practice. I'm a shifter, like yourself. And as it turns out, the next Guardian, although I'm currently in denial. April Ryan.
Adrian, have you come to free me, or to question me more?
I'm with the good guys. Well, I'm all that's left of the good guys.
The balance, it is collapsing. I did not want to leave the Guardian's realm, but I had to.
Nobody's blaming you, but if we don't get moving soon, we won't have time to save the worlds. Can you believe I'm still not getting my head around that concept?
What do we do?
You just keep close to me, and let me worry about that, okay? I've had some practice in subterfuge lately.
I will do as you say.
It's Adrian, the Guardian.
Alright, come on, dude. The way he walks. I think we actually wanted to exit left. Gotta move more guards around. We get to the cargo bay or to the airlock?
Everything is clear, Central. Over. Everything is clear, Central. Over. Negative on that command, Central. Somebody's already taking a break. Over.
Ah.
Everything is clear, Central. Over. Roger on that command, Central. Moving into position. Out. Roger that, Central. Taking a break. Out.
Okay. Come on, go ahead.
I'm orange.
He's in my way, unfortunately. Oh shoot, that's the airlock. We went that way. My bad. Here we go. Cargo bay.
I'm orange.
Keep saying she's orange. Here we go. I think so.
Oh god, this is going to take ages. That's T11 up there and V413 down there.
Get the Guardian to help me? You know what he's doing?
C34, 102, and 103. D99, 1 to 4, and E2019. Phew. Q 45, 30, 31, and 33. Whatever happened to 32? And L93, L94, and L108.
So I don't know what to do with those yet.
R
Maybe I'm supposed to go to the airlock first.
90, R 952, and A69 6.
This is probably a puzzle that I'll understand later.
F202-1. It's an inventory database of all the parts stored in the cargo bay.
Alright, we'll come back here. So I don't see Adrian with me. I suggest this place is...
Stop!
Shit. Double shit.
The Guardian's in cell number 5.
He's not still in that cell, is he? Wait, let me make sure I didn't lose him there. I may have lost him. I have to do that again. So I can save. Oh, there he is. Okay, we're good.
Roger on that command, Central. Moving into position. Out. Roger that, Central. Taking a break. Out.
Cool.
Somebody's...
Excuse you. Let me out, dude. Shit. Gotta not fast forward when I'm on that particular screen there. Our corridor. I think it's a penalty I take if I spend too much time on that screen there. There we go. First try. He walks so goofy.
From what I understand, this is a gateway to the Guardian's realm. A wormhole, something like that. It's somewhere outside the station?
Not far from this metal box. No, not far. I can sense it. It calls to me. Perhaps a day's journey on foot.
Day's journey.
We'll be going a lot faster than that, trust me. Stay here while I get everything ready. Don't go anywhere, okay?
I will not. Believe me when I say I do not want to go anywhere. This place frightens me.
Check out the big red button that's in the center of the screen. Seems productive. Get there. I can get to it. There's a yellow button, a red button. There we go. Oh, that sounds productive. It's a pod? Okay.
It's a single-person pod, used to maneuver outside the station to do general maintenance and,
EDA.
clean windows, I guess. We used to run simulations of similar pods back in school, just for fun. Oxygen filter? Damn, the filter's missing.
Ah, I bet we gotta go to
Oxygen
cargo
filter.
now to get that.
It's a single-person pod. I've got a few hours of simulated experience with these babies. They're pretty maneuverable. Fast.
Alright, stay here, dude. I'm gonna go get an oxygen.
Just wait here. I'm gonna try and find a way to get us through the wormhole.
Save really quick, I haven't done that in a while. Okay. Here we go. Oops. Back on duty.
Roger on that command, Central. Moving into position. Out. Roger that, Central. Taking a break. Out.
Perfect. I have to exit through there now. Okay. That's okay. I can slip it over there.
I'll do a quick search for the oxygen filter I need. Pods, spare parts, oxygen filters. Bingo! They've got a bunch of them in stock stored at L109. L109.
I don't remember which one that was, so I'll check.
R1G30 F2021. A whole lot of boxes. A whole lot of boxes. A whole lot of boxes.
Even more boxes.
A whole lot of boxes.
Shelves, shelves, shelves.
E1489 to 102 and L109. L109, that's the one.
Hey, first trip. Got it. Oxygen brick. Sweet, let's get out of here.
We've got this, Marstead. Where? How? Where? First try.
First try. No problem.
Roger on that. Roger that, Central. Taking a break. Out.
You really don't mind about me taking lots of breaks, or sending them on lots of breaks.
It's a single-person pod. I've got a few hours of simulated experience with these babies. They're pretty maneuverable. Fast. It's a single-person pod. It's a single-person oxygen filter. Oxygen filter. It's a single-person pod. I've got a few hours of simulated. It's a single-person pod.
How do I get into it, though?
It's a single-person pod. Oxygen filter.
So I can talk to him again, see if he has anything new to say. Oh, I guess the yellow button's lit up.
Step into this machine.
What is it?
It's a pod, a sort of exoskeletal spacesuit. Oh, hell, like you have any idea what I'm talking about? It will protect you when we travel to the gateway. That's all you need to know.
How do I use it?
Well, you don't. Or at least you don't.
You're not, Leon. I'm just
myself right behind you, and
clicking
then
the
I'll come
same
to get
thing
you.
multiple times.
We'll go through the gateway together.
Trying to find what to click.
I understand. One thing, April. One thing, April. When we get to the Guardian's realm, we may be separated, and I must give you a warning.
Of what?
Of the 3 trials before you get to the Well of Making.
There are more trials still? I thought that since I had the disc.
The disc is but the key, and a replacement for the disc that was broken when I deserted the tower. You will still need to prove your worth to the balance, that you can take the responsibility of being Guardian for 1,000 years.
That sounds great.
Okay, so tell me, what are these, 3 trials?
The first trial is a trial of might. Defeat a powerful enemy using your talents in war and in magic.
Great. I have absolutely no magical or warrior talents whatsoever. And the second one?
The second trial is the trial of spirit. Face that which you fear the most, the darkness in your heart to go on.
Spiders?
You may not even be aware of your deepest fear, April.
Spider?
It is locked in your heart. The third trial is the trial of matter. To get to the Well of Making, you must cross an apparently insurmountable barrier using whatever means at your disposal.
That sounds like the easiest one. So that's it? Pass through those trials and I'm home free?
Yes. Like I said, there is a chance I might not be there with you. And in that case, you must make your way towards the tower.
Okay, got it. Now, Let's hurry up before somebody finds us here. Go into the pod and don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
I know, right? It's a single-person pod. It's a single-person pod. It's a single-person pod. Shelves. Shelves. It's a single-person. It's a fake. It's a fake. The turtle made it to the water. It's Rhine time. Graphics. Well, that's what we wanted to do. Perfect. Yeah, me neither, Yukipo. It was really cool. It reminds me the most of, Final Fantasy VII is really the only game I've played that has this mix of sci-fi and fantasy. It kind of alternates, right? Instead of having them at the same time for most of the game. Xenosaga is pretty straight sci-fi. You can say it's hard sci-fi. Chapter 13, The Longest Journey. They said the thing. Holy shit. This is much better written than Final Fantasy VII too, so... Orange.
Anybody here?
We'll see how clearly they intended to do a bunch of sequels at the end of this one.
Compared to this place, Arcadia was about as alien as my bedroom. Blue sand. Never seen that outside of a Picasso.
The Xenogears is a bit
fantasy. I remember the wormhole, the dimensional shift, then this.
Save here.
The pod took a beating, though. I don't think I'll be able to use it again.
We're stuck here. Alright, what does her diary say? She took a chance to write stuff down. Adrian told me that once I arrive in the Guardian's realm, there are 3 trials I must pass in order to get to the tower. My voice is stuttering? Okay, then that's something different. I was saying you commented on it immediately after I clicked on an in-game object like 6 times in a row, so I assumed you were hearing the game audio as she repeated her line over and over. How bad is it? First is the Trial of Might, the second, Trial of Spirit, the third is the Trial of Matter. No problem with any of them. I do wonder what my greatest fear may be. I used to be water, but now I can breathe underwater. I don't really have that phobia anymore. Listen, April, I have a magic ship in Subnautica that effectively lets me breathe underwater, and it has not helped at all. Things are much worse now. More personal, something I blocked out. But what? That's weird, Leon. I don't know. I've seen that with buffering before. Can you change the quality settings on the Xbox?
There's the second pod, but I don't see...
There's some quality settings where it keeps trying to set it back in time to correct itself.
He's not in here, so he must have survived the landing, but where is he? Adrian? Adrian!
Yo, Adrian. This is a big area.
The tower's closer than it was before, so I'm making progress. Very slowly.
Whoa! It's the chaos thing.
Oh, God, not that thing again. It's even bigger than before.
Evil half of Garden Hallway,
I
or
thought it could
Chaotica.
leave Arcadia. I had no idea it could follow me all the way here.
Hello, friend.
This thing has grown since I last saw it. If it's not stopped soon, it'll consume everything.
Well, I don't have a lot of choices. Let's call the bird. That's clearly the solution. No, I think it's just set up to always play that animation. I would laugh. Okay. I was gonna say, if that was actually it, I'd crack up. I don't want to give it the stone disc. Maybe the talisman?
The talisman doesn't seem to affect the vortex. Maybe its magic isn't strong enough.
Ha. The fact that it has dialogue is interesting. Can I combine it with something else? I guess this is the only other magic thing I have.
It's supposedly used for binding magic, whatever that means. The magic might be able to bind the chaos vortex somehow, but if I try to throw the potion, just waste it.
Oh, okay. Combine those things?
It's the talisman of the balance.
Graphics. I'm bummed I never got to use the organic plastic. I wonder if it was actually a red herring, or if it ended up being used in some like side puzzle that wasn't necessary for progress. Cool.
I'm orange.
Where do I go after that?
If I had wings, I could fly across.
I don't have
Since
my
I
flying
don't,
potion anymore.
I'll just have to head back down to the desert and try to find my way around the chasm.
Oh, what was the use, Ikubo? What is it now that we can't do it anymore? Oh, wow, yeah. She did it for me. Good job. This is creepy. It's one of the trials.
What is this? It looks like...
Plant a leaf in the city green in
it's
Marcuria.
home.
Opens the longest journey's
It's
book
not-
of secrets.
It's like
oh,
a projection, but it's definitely the kitchen back home. The way it used to look when I was 8 or 9. God, no, what's happening to me? Who's there?
Come here, Pumpkin. I got you something special.
Dad? Daddy? Is that you?
Hush, Pumpkin. Come here. Daddy's got something for you.
That's
Please,
not
Daddy,
okay.
don't hurt me.
Didn't I say to come here? Come here right now, bro. Daddy wants to give you something, Pumpkin. Come on.
Daddy looks so scary.
Yikes. Not cool.
Come to Daddy, Pumpkin. Come to Daddy. And I will make everything quiet. Come to Daddy, Pumpkin. Come to Daddy. And I will make everything
It's so disturbing. We're gonna have to give him something. When was this ring?
It's a gold ring. but I don't think it's mine because
I'll
I
remind
haven't
him.
seen it before.
Maybe that's it. It's cool that there's new custom April dialogue for young April.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
It's Constable
wonder which
Guybrush. My toy, Ape.
I don't know what that is.
Wonder which one's the
I don't know
answer
what
here.
that is. Daddy, please, you don't want to hurt me. You're not a bad person. You're not. Really, don't.
I'm not your daddy. I'm not your daddy. You came into our lives and you destroyed us. You took advantage of us. You're a frightful little beast.
But Daddy, you gave me this. You gave this to me, Daddy. You do care. You do love me. You're just not very good at it.
No. You destroyed us. We were a family, and you... God forgive me. What have I done? What have I done to you?
You did nothing, Daddy. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault that I got hurt.
Interesting.
I'd been drinking, and she was so beautiful. My little April, you were so
She was an orphan. Okay. So she is a dragon baby.
Give you a home. We wanted to be what your biological parents couldn't be. A family. That night, when we brought you home, I'd had a few drinks with the guys. I was feeling a little dizzy, and then your mother, she says to me, hold her. Hold your baby girl in your arms. And I take you, and I hold you, and you look up at me with such startled eyes, like it's the first time you see somebody like me. I fell in love with you, my little
I thought he was going to
baby.
say I dropped you because I was drunk.
You were so beautiful. And you smiled
Okay,
at me,
he
and
did.
then I don't know what happened. But I was taking a step forward, and I stumbled. You fell to the floor. But you didn't cry. You didn't even whimper.
You would never walk.
The doctors told us you would never walk. Oh, my baby, I couldn't stand the guilt. I don't know why that made me into the monster that I am. Why I decided that hurting you was the only way I could face my shame. When you started walking, and then getting better and better at it, it was like you were mocking me. I was such a fool, a selfish fool, and now I lost you. Forever.
I forgive you.
You do?
Yes, I forgive you for everything. I forgive you. I
forgive you, Daddy.
Yeah, it might not. You don't have to go all the way down. Source might work fine. Leon. That's really creepy. What we've detected is that certain quality options are janky when it comes to stuttering. It started like a few months ago. That sequence is really disturbing.
Finally, I thought I'd never make it here. Oh, great. There's a large canyon circling the tower, and there doesn't seem to be any way across. It's some kind of conical sandstone structure, reaching about a third of the way to the base of the tower. The canyon's filled with dense fog, blocking my view, but it's definitely a very long way down, and the walls look much too steep to climb. I'd love to have a look at what's down there.
Source should work, in theory. But if that's what just changed, that they just added quality options and they weren't there before, that's probably why you were getting stuttering that you weren't getting before. Guess I can try summoning Crow, since it worked in the earlier area. Hey, Ben. It is Crow.
It worked!
What? What?
Hello, old friend.
April! What the heck? What happened?
Yeah, what did happen?
What did happen?
You're asking me? I was just, helping this cute little sparrow with her new nest up in Riverwood. Next thing I know, there's a blue light, and then... I thought for sure I'd been shot by a hunter's arrow and that you were an angel. Then I had to look around the place. This ain't heaven. I mean, this ain't heaven, is it?
I'm the Archangel April.
This is the realm of the Guardian of the Balance.
Really? Then what the heck are we doing here, huh? Can you open one of those blue thingies and send us back?
Not until I'm done here.
So what do you need me for, then? Please, just make a blue thingy and let me go home.
I need to find a way across this canyon and into that tower over there.
Why don't you just flap your wings and fly, then? Oh, that's funny! I kill myself! Flap your wings and fly! Oh, baby! Ooh, that's a zinger. I gotta write that down somewhere. Wait a minute. Oh, flap your wings and fly! Jeez. Anyways, when did you ever need my help? Oh, sure, you brought me along, let me do your dirty work once in a while, but come on! You could have done just as well on your own. I mean, you just left me high and dry at the end there, didn't you? Just up and left without a word of goodbye.
He has a good point.
I didn't mean to leave you like that, Crow, but you couldn't come with me.
Oh, sure. Use me, then leave me. Don't worry, I know how that works. I'm not half as innocent as you seem to think. But I thought we were friends.
Crow, we are friends. Good friends.
That why you gave me the name Crow? Oh, I thought it was nice, all right. Real ring to it. Until I found out what a crow actually is over there in Stark.
Crow?
Right. Crow. The sneakiest, dirtiest, most despised bird there is. They're like flying rats. You even have something called a scarecrow to chase us off with, don't you? I mean, crows are so stupid. They're scared off by straw people dressed in rags. Huh. And that's the name you come up with? Crow? Bah!
That's not...
No? No excuses. I can't bear it. Oh, the pain. The pain. That's all I am to you, a flying flea bag? I'm sorry, I can't bear to look at you anymore. I gotta fly.
Stay and shut up,
But you...
Gave you that name because of a cartoon character I loved when I was a kid. His name was Crowboy.
Crowboy?
He was the star of a series of what we call animated cartoons. It's like puppet theater. You can watch on a canvas or a screen.
Puppet theater. I love puppet theater.
Crowboy was just the coolest bird there ever was. He was a crow and a cowboy. And he had a hat and a lasso and an albatross called Old Whitey that he rode on.
He had an albatross? His own albatross?
And every week he'd come to a new town where the bad guys were making life tough for everybody else, and he'd sort it out like a real hero.
He was a hero? Crowboy?
So that's why I called you Crow. I figured you're not a cowboy, so it'll be just Crow. And besides, I think crows are cool.
Oh, damn. Me and my big beak. I couldn't keep it shut, could I? I had to say something stupid. I'm so stupid, dumb, stupid, dumb, stupid.
It was a misunderstanding, Crow. It could have happened to anybody, even good friends, especially good friends.
Yeah, but I'm so stupid.
Are you gonna keep beating yourself up, or are you gonna help me? Time's running short.
Of course I'm gonna help you. Anything for you, April. Just tell old Crow what to do, and he'll do it. Like that. I can be a hero too, just like Crow Boy.
Okay, let me think.
This is part of the trials. So manipulative, I know, right? Guess let's
Crow,
do the
can you fly
structure.
across the canyon to the base of the tower?
Can a chick lay eggs? Well, I know you can't, but yeah, I can do that. What was it you wanted me to do again?
Just fly across the canyon and see if you can find any weird buttons or levers or something like that.
She's so savvy. Look
What
for a button
for?
or a lever. It's an adventure
There must
game.
be a way to cross this canyon, and maybe there's a magical bridge that needs to be activated. I don't know, Crow. Just fly across and check it out, okay?
Will do. Hang on. What am I saying? Of course you'll hang on. It's not like you have any other choice.
I guess he came back with magical knowledge of
No bridge, that's for
Rose.
sure. But there's a well on the other side, on top of that conical sandstone staircase right below the tower. It looked magical. It had that no good, stay the heck away blue shimmer to it. So I didn't fly any closer. Who knows where I'd end up?
That's gotta be the Well of Making.
Well, maybe it can be making us a bridge then. Making us a bridge! I'm killing today.
You're easily amused, Crow.
That's true.
My brain's 1/10 the size of yours. What do you want from me?
But maybe you got a point. Maybe the Well of Making can help us somehow.
It was only a joke, April.
I know, but still.
Go drink from the well.
Crow, I want you to get me some water from the Well of Making.
What? Are you crazy? How am I supposed to carry water back from... Oh, no. No. There's no way I'm doing that.
Come on, Crow. Your beak is perfect for the purpose. I don't need a lot of water, and all you have to do is make sure you don't swallow.
Hey, magic's got its upsides, I'm sure. I mean, where would social welfare be without magic? But magic water in my beak? No way. What if I did swallow? If I'm lucky, I'll just explode or something.
He raises a really good point.
I've heard stories, April, and none of them are very nice. Magic's not a toy, nor is it a food, and it certainly doesn't belong in my beak.
Please, time's running short and the balance is at stake. You've got to help me, Crow. Don't you want to be a hero?
So
Hero?
manipulative.
Sure. Stooge? No. Oh, curses and damnation and all things mean and ugly. Fine. I'll put my life on the line, tempt fate, and risk a certain and painful death by magical poisoning if...
If what?
If you'll promise to pluck my fleas for the next, year.
Do birds get fleas badly?
Year? So honor and glory mean nothing to you?
Not as much as a good flea plucking. No.
Okay. Deal. Now, fly. Yike!
Get it, Crow.
How did it go?
He can't talk. It's in his mouth.
Oh,
What do you want me to
What
do?
do I want you to do? I can't take the water, so you're gonna have to do whatever it is we need done with it.
All right.
Okay, let me think about it for a second.
I'm worried. About 19 hours. It's on YouTube if you like to watch the whole playthrough.
Without knowing what's down there, I don't see how that's gonna work. Not while he's got his beak full of water. He'll spray it all over the place.
Sorry, but I
Oh,
couldn't
we got a
hold it
time
any
limit.
longer.
It says without knowing what's down there,
Thanks, Crow.
Anytime, babe. I mean, ma'am. Miss April.
Crow, I need you to fly down into the canyon to see what's below the fog.
Into the canyon? Below the fog?
Are you scared?
Scout it for me.
I didn't say that. It's just, well, fog clings to my feathers and... Would Crowboy do it?
Crowboy would do it, but he'd be careful not to get hurt, and he'd come right back up again if he saw anything remotely dangerous.
Of course. Okay. Hold tight. I'll be back soon.
So what did you see, Crow? What was below the fog?
You're not gonna believe me.
What?
I told you, you're not going to believe me.
Just tell me what you saw.
Nothing.
Nothing? As in nothing out of the ordinary?
Just
no,
emptiness.
as in nothing at all. The absence of anything. Below the fog, there was nothing. It was terrifying. Until you've seen what nothing looks like, you won't be able to fully appreciate something. Anything at all. I used to hate this blue sand. I mean, blue sand. What the heck? Now, though,
still
I love
air.
it.
Right.
It's sand, and it's blue. It's something. Not like that. Nothing down there. It was freaky.
So
I
there's
think this
no
is
way
part
I
of
can climb
the
down, cross over,
hallucination
and climb up
bubbles
on
you
the other
see.
side.
You'll fall into the nothing. I'm telling you, I don't even think time passes down there. You'd be falling through nothing forever.
Sounds
Damn.
bad. Well, now I know it's down there. Maybe I can send him to get more water.
It's the Well of Making. Crow, we need some more water from the Well of Making.
Of course we do. And who's gonna have to go get it? Crow, who else?
Let's see if he'll do something now that we know what's in there.
You okay?
Crow needs a new agent in Eric.
Okay, let's see. Where can we use the water? I got an idea, Crow. You said there was nothing down there, right? The absence of anything. The water in your mouth is magical water from the Well of Making.
Whoa.
So what if we add the magic of making to nothing? What happens then?
Become something?
Something, right? Something's better than nothing. Fly down there and spit the water out on top of the nothing. Then get out quickly.
This sounds safe.
Something will happen, I'm sure of it. I'm just not sure what exactly.
Okay.
Not particularly.
That's something, all right. But what? Where's Crow? Crow! Crow! Crow!
Great.
Please let him be all right, wherever he is.
Something plus nothing equals bridge, because that's what she needs. Big Bang is expansion. Energy compressed to a single point, suddenly expands and spreads out.
End of the road.
It's Harry Potter magic,
All I
yeah.
have to do now is figure out how
It does
to
what
get
you
up
need
into
it
the
to do.
tower. I thought I'd already passed the 3 trials. There's always something. Guess it's not supposed to be easy.
Greatest fear, presumably.
It's the Well of Making. It's very deep and very clear, and obviously magical.
Yeah, you think so? Presumably I have to do something with it. I still have the toy monkey. You try putting this thing in there, maybe? Stone disc. Hey. What happens if you spit in the well of making? It's a good question. Turns out the well of making is a lot. It should have a more specific name. All it can do is make bridges. It needs a much more specific name. Gives you a spit bridge. It's a hand. Oh, that was an FMV that then turned into a... That's cool. Take the hand. I like that that's the same hand icon as is in the UI. Had to abridge it. The wondrous well of bridge making. I didn't really interpret. Wait, who is this? Gohan couldn't touch it. Oh, I thought he was wearing chainmail.
Thank God you came.
Adrian,
I thought you were lost
right?
for good.
My path here diverged from yours. You had to pass the 3 trials.
You were right in warning me. This place is like a Freudian nightmare. The first psychologist to arrange field trips here will rake in a fortune. I mean, talk about shock therapy.
It is a sacred place. Only the chosen few can pass through the desolation.
But then why didn't my hand work on the Well of Making? I mean, I passed all the tests, right?
That is a mystery. You are to be the 13th Guardian, are you not? The balance has picked you. Your hand should have unlocked the tower, like mine did.
Why did it still react to your hand?
Even though I left the tower, I am still the current Guardian, and I will continue to be until you go through the ritual and take my place. Hold on. I think we're about to move.
I think Yukipo was planning to add them to subblock, right, Yukipo? Who's hanging down there? Oh, this place is gnarly.
I never thought I would see this place again.
It's cold. Was it always this cold?
I do not know. When I was here last, I did not feel much at all.
Well, I'm freezing.
I spent more than 1,000 years in this tower, and yet I cannot remember ever feeling warm or cold. Being Guardian, there is just the balance, and our duty to it.
Does she really want to just stand still for 1,000
anything?
years? Sounds awful.
There are no emotions. Emotions interfere with the balance. I was the conduit between magic and logic, between chaos and order, and I had to be clean.
That sounds horrible.
It never felt that way. I was content, as far as it was possible for me to be content, until the very end when I became restless.
That's when you left the tower?
I had no choice. The balance forced me out. I was polluting the flows that passed through me, through this room, and it was time for someone to succeed me.
So now it's my turn to be Guardian.
Are you afraid?
Yes.
I've never been so afraid in my life. 1,000 years. Everything will be gone when I'm done. My friends, my family, dead. My world probably changed beyond recognition.
I know, April. I have experienced this myself. When I returned to Stark, I could not believe that all the things I knew, the memories of a life that I recalled as clearly as if it were only yesterday, they were all gone. I was lost, alone, dying, until the Vanguard picked me up from the street and imprisoned me. It shames me to say it, but that was a relief. To be fed, to sleep comfortably, to be warm. You have every right to be afraid. But consider this. Your sacrifice will be the salvation of mankind.
The implication that, like, Jesus was a guardian, for example.
What greater reward than to know you are like a god?
Believe me, I could do without the reward.
This is a,
if there was
isn't there a trope article on this?
It in a second.
Being the chosen one sucks, and we're not going to do it, probably.
If it is my destiny, then so be it.
Oh, good for you, April.
Good.
I don't think it's going to happen,
To wish for the loss of dreams and emotions would be wrong. But to acknowledge it in the face of your fears, this proves you are ready.
Dreamfall, the longest journey, is just standing still in a room for
so
1,000 years.
What now? What do I do?
Just walk to the edge of the disk. The tower will know what to do. If you are the new guardian, the tower will embrace you.
All right, here it goes. 1,000 years.
Fortunately, most of her friends and allies are dead, so...
Now what? Nothing's happening.
You are right. Then it is as I suspected.
What? What did you suspect?
That you are not the one chosen to take my place in the tower. You are not the 13th Guardian.
Oh, shit.
If I'm not, then...
I think
She's not the chosen one all
to
along.
answer that question, Miss Ryan.
Uh-oh.
You? How the hell did you get here?
Oh my god. Oh my
You didn't
god!
think your
Although
little
actually it
games
was
back
sort
at
of
the
obvious.
Station would fool anyone.
It's Gordon Holloway, right?
Well, aside from those moronic and useless guards. It puzzles me why Mr. McAllen could be such a visionary and yet be so lacking in his comprehension of human nature to surround himself with brainless louts.
Well, he is a video game villain, you have to
Maybe
understand.
because he wasn't human.
He was not. That would explain a lot. If he was not human, then what was he?
You mean you didn't know? He was your boss, and you had no idea who you were working for. How pathetic can you get?
Don't toy with me, child. Don't you dare toy with me.
Surprised he's feeling any emotion. He's supposed to be like nothing but stark logic. And like that evil storm monster was the chaos side of him.
Know what came over me. I'm not prone to anger. In fact, I'm usually quite incapable of it.
Okay, hey.
Must be
that was a
the
question I was asking.
Environment that's... I don't feel quite right. Like there's something in here that's...
Oh, is it? I've got the chaos half of him in my talisman. It's sucked it in.
What are you doing to me?
I don't know what you're talking about, Gordon.
No matter. I can ignore this. It's so hot in here. Don't you feel it? The heat?
I'm freezing. Maybe you should lie down for a minute or two.
Maybe you should lie down, Miss Ryan. I actually have a good reason to be here, but you do not. After all, you are no longer a candidate in this race, are you?
I may not
1,000
become
years
the
of man
guardian, but neither will you. The balance will never accept you.
Don't be so sure, April. That's your name, is it not? April?
Yeah.
I will be the Guardian. The balance will have no choice. Not with you and...
He was born to be the Guardian, so...
Gone.
Just their experiments of ripping the chaos from him.
There's something here, isn't there?
Yeah, it's my talisman.
Someone's calling my name. Someone's... No. No. Not that. Not here. You brought it here, you stupid bitch!
Stop.
Actually kind of thought his voice actor was questionable when we first met him, but now I understand. Get him, slow motion Adrian. Oh, okay, I'm in control. Yeah, let's use the talisman on him. It's got his chaos happening. Called it. Glad we played this in one session. I may not have known that if we had had a long gap. These are strong fisticuffs. He's just like a normal dude now?
What happened to him?
I'm alive again. You gave me back my life.
I did? You don't sound like yourself. Are you okay?
I do sound like myself. And I'm better than I've ever been, April. I'm whole again.
No, he just sounds like a regular person.
So
okay.
It worked? The joining of two halves?
Got it.
Magic and logic. Order and chaos. I'm in balance now. I am balance. And it's glorious. I'm sorry for what I did to you, April. And to you, sir, I'm sorry for everything.
It wasn't you. Not all of you, anyway.
It was me, but it misguided me. I wish I could undo all the harm I've done to both worlds. Both as Gordon Holloway and as the Chaos Vortex. But I can't undo my actions. All I can do is make sure they'll never happen again. And the only way to ensure that is by becoming the Guardian.
You? The Guardian?
It's my destiny, April Ryan, not yours. I was born to be the Guardian. And although the Vanguard almost managed to prevent that from ever happening, they didn't succeed. And now, I'm ready. Thanks to you.
But what about me? If I'm not going to be the Guardian, then who am I?
That's something I cannot answer for you, April. Only you can do that. But I don't think the universe is done with you. You are important. Just not in the way you imagined.
He speaks the truth, April. He is to be the Guardian now. It was always his destiny, even though it was taken from him by the Vanguard. We will begin the changing of the guards now, Gordon. And you, April, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice, your courage, your kindness.
Okay, stop. You're making me feel very self-conscious. I only did what had to be done.
Which is more than most people would have done. Your journey here will be remembered, April Ryan. Remembered and retold for all time.
Right now, I'm only concerned about what's coming next. Where do I go now? Where can I go?
That is your choice to make. But do not fret. This world will never hurt you again.
How do I get back to Stark? Or Arcadia, for that matter?
Walk. Walk until you are outside, and then go back inside. It is easy from here. You can go anywhere you wish.
I guess then that this is goodbye.
Perhaps we will meet again.
Yeah, why not? It's not an impossible thought. Anyway, you guys have an important job to get to. Don't let me hold you back.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. that's the end of that. Funny. I feel almost melancholy, despite everything that's happened. I'm actually gonna miss this adventure. After all, what am I doing now? Going back to school? Live like nothing has happened? Like I'm just a normal person? Well, it's a long way home. I'll figure it out before I get there. Wherever there is.
Hey, April, wait up! Where you going? Wait! Don't leave me here!
Epilogue. Cool. Yeah, she's telling the story.
So the story goes.
The
Is that
adult
it?
Children.
But whatever happened to April Ryan? And did that man, Gordon Holloway, become a good and just guardian?
That is the end. If you had studied your scriptures, child, you would know that the 13th guardian was the last guardian to watch over the balance.
Was it after his reign that the worlds were reunited?
During his reign. Not long after the events I have just described.
Oh, shit.
Please tell us more. Tell us what happened to April and about the reunification of Stark and Arcadia.
I think I will save those stories for another night. I'm feeling tired, and it is late. I would see you out, but my legs...
You turned into a cat griffin thing.
Thank you, Lady Alvane. We'll find our way out ourselves. Thank you again for your hospitality and for your story.
You gotta save those stories for another
And
sequel.
so the story goes. How strange it was to tell it again. To remember April Ryan. That was such a long time
Just
ago.
kidding, we're...
And now my story is almost over as well.
You're as healthy as ever. You still got a lot of life left in you.
Oh, shit! What?
Wish I was half as lucky.
Don't say that. You're okay. You can still fly.
Fly, yes. But those cute little birds, they don't seem to appreciate that. They're holding out for their young, handsome suitors, and they don't have time for an old crow like me.
Well, you got me, Crow. Isn't that something?
I guess.
Maybe she's future April.
Sure.
That'd be cool.
Of course. Unless... You're not planning on going out there again, are you? On a new adventure? 'Cause, I don't know. I'm kinda happy staying here.
Don't worry, Crow. I think our adventuring days are over.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we can't tell stories, does it?
No, I hear you, bro.
Definitely not. Tell me one. Tell me the one about the young, beautiful warrior princess who single-handedly won the War of the Balance.
I don't remember it quite like that, Crow, but let's see. This story begins a long time ago, when Stark and Arcadia were still to be reunited, and the Guardian was still on his throne.
That's cool. Nice. I like that game a lot. It had really good graphics for 99, really amazing voice acting and voice direction and writing, especially for 99. My only complaint, I think, was that I could feel that they were having to wrap it up at the end there. Starting about at the beginning of this session, actually, from the point of the Blue Dragon, it felt like we sort of rushed through the Dark People. They just gave us the stone immediately instead of there being a plot element. And then the Time guy, Abnaxus, just gave us the stone. And they're like, oh shit. It felt to me like they wanted to keep doing that whole story with the War of the Balance and after placing the Guardian on his throne, but the game was just too aggressive for what it wanted to do. And this obviously isn't the first game that we felt that's done that. Like, I feel like that's something that tends to happen more often in video games. It's easier for a video game to be a project that's too big for you to fit than like a movie. Although I guess we have seen it happen with books, like what's happening to George R. R. Martin in A Song of Ice and Fire. But really, really good. It makes me excited to play Dreamfall. Interested to see where they take it next. And not just good voice acting, but a ton of it. The one character who I thought his voice actor was kind of bad was it was Gordon Halloway, and it was because he was doing it on purpose because he was logic only and had no chaos in him. Oh, and Ragnar Tornquist was the voice director. I guess that explains a lot. I'm like, man, this voice direction is insane. You know, it's not just that it's written well and that the voice actors are talented, it's that they're delivering the lines very well. It sounds like the creator coached all of them. Yeah, that game was delightful. It had that nice balance of whimsy. I think I said in a couple earlier sessions that this game reminds me of the sort of fantasy, dark fantasy you get out of like Labyrinth or Dark Crystal, where it's got this whimsy, but there's this like menace that's underneath the surface. So yeah, I'm pumped to play the other ones. And just to remind me, 5 years later or so, they came out with Dreamfall, Longest Journey, and then Chapters came out after that, which was kickstarted. Did they actually finish wrapping the story in Chapters, or is it kind of stuck? They didn't to finish doing what they wanted to do. Yeah, there's some pretty dark parts throughout the whole game, actually. Stuff with April's dad was distressing. Chapters is pretty much done. Okay. Wondering how close it is to like Xenosaga, where Xenosaga they clearly had more ideas they could fit in the first game. And then more ideas than they could fit in the second game, and they kind of had to force to wrap it in 3, but they did wrap it in 3. They didn't just leave it with a cliffhanger. I see. Cool. I'm sure we'll get to it in time. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'll refund like 35 minutes or so to you. You can go. Subblock sheet.